Hello, today we're going to be making garlic cheese bread. For this recipe, you'll need cheese, bread, and garlic. You'll also need some olive oil and some crushed red peppers or fresh green chilies. For this recipe, you will need to make some oil beforehand. For this oil, you'll need 2 to 3 cloves of garlic. You need to mince the garlic for the flavor to get out. Make sure you peel the garlic so it doesn't get stuck when you're mincing the garlic. Now that you've minced some garlic, about 3 cloves of it, you want to put it in a container. If you think it is too much, you can save some for later. Then you take 1 to 2 teaspoons of oil, depending on how much you need. 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And I'm going to be using 2 because I'm going to be making a lot. You can also do this with regular canola oil if you don't have olive oil at home. Now you just need to you can take your measuring spoon and just mix it just to make sure all the garlic is covered in the oil. Then you can take half a teaspoon of crushed red pepper, depending on how much spice you like. And then again, you can take it and mix it with this measuring spoon again, or you can use just a regular spoon. Make sure you have mixed all of the crushed red peppers so it can soak in the oil. You can soak it for at least 30 minutes, or if you cover it well, you can soak it for up to a week. The more you soak it, the better the taste of the oil will be. At least 30 minutes. We can now go on with the preparation. Before we start the preparation, we need to preheat the oven. You need to preheat the oven to at least 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that we've preheated our oven, we can now go on with our preparation. You can use how much bread you like, but I'm just using 4. Bread was made in the 16th century in Middle Eastern countries, but spread throughout the world, and now there are many techniques of bread used today. We will also need to use some cheese. This is just a Mexican cheese blend of like 4 different cheeses. Cheese was made in the 15th century in Northern Europe. Cheese is very yummy, and many people of many ages love it. You will not need to toast the bread beforehand, as it will toast in the oven as you cook it. You will need to set up the bread. You can use whole wheat bread, white bread, grain bread, any bread that you like, but I'm just using white bread. You want to just mix up your oil to make sure you have all of the ingredients. And you want to take a spatula or a brush and just brush it on. You can also just spill it on and just brush it. You can hear in the background that the oven is preheating. Make sure you get all the garlic, because I did not. Now I will have to add some more. Make sure you cover each piece of the bread and each part of the bread, or it will not become evenly toasted. Depending on how long you soaked your garlic in the oil, it depends on what color your oil will be. Remember, you can also use fresh green chilies. So you would just need to soak regular garlic, just garlic by itself in oil. Make sure that you have a lot of garlic, or it won't be garlic bread, it will just be bread. And if you can't get all the garlic, just use a spoon and just spread it. Now that you've used most of your oil, or even all of it, you can set your oil off to the side. Just make sure that's everywhere. And we can continue on with the next step. Now you'll just need cheese. You can use 1 to 2 cups of cheese and just sprinkle it all over the bread. You can use how much cheese you like, whether you like a lot of cheese or a little, and you can have some fun with it. Make sure the cheese is evenly spread. Now at this stage, if you have some extra oil, you can get the garlic out of that oil. Just put it on top of the cheese too. Just for some extra flavor. Now that you have preheated your oven at 450 degrees for 10 minutes, you can now put in the bread. You can put it any direction you want, and the longer you let it preheat, the longer it will cook, the faster it will cook. I recommend watching the bread cook until it is golden brown, or at least 5 to 10 minutes. It has been about 5 minutes, and our cheese bread is ready. Be careful when you're taking it out because it is super hot. You can see how the cheese has melted and has become golden brown. Remember to turn off your oven. The bread looks super good. I'm going to cut the cheese just so you, and just set it up to serve. You can eat this as a snack, or if you're not that hungry, you can even eat it for lunch. Just shake it one last time. Now it looks super, super good. You can try a little bite. Just take a little bite. Super good. The bread is very crispy. And the cheese underneath the layer is super gooey. Hello, today we're going to be making Rooh Afza. Rooh Afza is a Middle Eastern drink mainly made in Pakistan. You can use this syrup to make faluda and other recipes. For this recipe, you will need 2.5 cups of regular milk, you will need 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. You can use any sugar you would like, or just using brown. And take your spoon and mix it up. You can also add the brown sugar at the last step. And now you will need 2 tablespoons of the Rooh Afza syrup. It is red in color. This is what adds the color to the drink. And now you'll need to mix it up. You will see the milk turn from a regular color to a nice dark pink color. You can see when you scoop it up that not all of the Rooh Afza syrup has mixed up. Just you want to keep on mixing to make sure all of the syrup and all of the sugar is mixed. Now you'll just need to put this into a glass to serve. Lastly, you will need to use soaked sabja seeds. Sabja seeds in English are basil seeds. These are what they look like when they are not soaked. And we have soaked them for about 30 minutes or so. And you just want to take the seeds and pour it on top and watch as all of the seeds come to the top. You can use about 2 spoons of it just so it covers the top of the drink. This is how to make Rooh Afza. Now that we've made our Rooh Afza drink, this pairs perfectly with our cheese garlic bread. The Rooh Afza drink smells wonderful and smells just like a fresh rose. Enjoy! Thank you.